player Al-Suni.
Maybe a little more determination being shown now by the Wafrika All-Stars. They perhaps sense that the time is getting near to either get on the board or they may not get on the board at all.
Yeah, I think they read that and they realize that they're gonna do something. But you know, if they get one in there, they could certainly come back. But,
absolutely.
But you know, the clock is ticking, and
they'll get another substitution here for the police services.
The world's most famous Canadian, Grey Owl, just back from a triumphant British tour, is to be a reluctant guest at a gathering of First Nations.
Archie, you may not realize this, but right now you are the most famous Red Indian in the world. These are your people. You have to be there. Come on, Harry, let's go.
Sure, I'm sure. His name is Archie Bellany, and if he's a Red Indian, I'm the King of China.
It is an honor to meet the man called Grey Owl, who has brought much respect for our people.
Imposter, rascal, dreamer, and yet the Englishman who called himself Grey Owl awoke the whole world to our vanishing wilderness.
My brother says, men become what they dream. You have dreamed well.
Welcome back here to the North London Fields. Our apologies as we've experienced some technical difficulties out here with the All-Star game happening between the police services and Wafrika. Here we're going to get a look at a penalty kick that was awarded to the Wafrika team. And Zwei, as we said, we're going to see a great job here by the police services goalkeeper, Craig Mazur. Actually got a hand on that.
He got the hand on it. He definitely had the ball in his sights for sure, and he read Al-Suni very well on that.
Well, and as you can see, Al-Suni went and picked up the ball and was going to run it back to the half, but the referee had deemed that the goalkeeper, Craig Mazur, had left the line early before the ball was struck. So that allowed for Al-Suni to retake the penalty kick.
And that may have been the reason why he was able to get his hand on it as well, because he had it well in his sights.
And unfortunately, on the re-kick, Al-Suni kicked it about 4 feet wide of the goal. He had the right idea, keeping it low on the ground, but he kicked it about 4 feet wide. So it's been a little bit of a crazy time that's been going on here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, he certainly had the right idea. I agree with you, and let's see if he'll come back again with something else. But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you know, when you play a keeper that's good in the air like this one, you do need to switch it up a little bit to try and get something past him.
And again, for all of our viewers out there on Rogers Television, we do apologize for the technical difficulties that we have experienced here this afternoon. Unfortunately, sometimes these things happen as we broadcast from outdoors, but nonetheless, back here to bring you the finale of this great game of what has culminated into a game between the police services of London against the Wafrika All-Stars. We've had 9 weeks of absolutely fantastic soccer. We've had 6 African nations fighting it out for the last 9 weeks, and all won once again by Sudan as they came back and defended their championship nicely. And there again we see the goaltender from the London Police Services, Craig Mazur, going up and making that save. Boy, he's been brilliant today.
Yeah, they certainly can count on that keeper as having you know, been one of their best players of the game.
As I said earlier, in my opinion, and it's only one opinion, I would say that Craig Mazur has got to be the most valuable player of this game here this afternoon.
I would agree with you without a doubt. No, he's been brilliant. He's been very good. 2
votes for the police services goalkeeper to be MVP. We'll have to see how things shake out at the end of this one, but right now the police services are on top 2-0 over the Wafrika All-Stars.
Good header there from the police services team.
Comes Alcindor Pierre again, fighting for it down in the corner, comes away with it, tries to get the cross, and he's stopped there by Depot, the all-star from Nigeria, and it will be a corner kick.
They'll get a corner kick on that one, yeah. Well, unfortunately, the Wafrika All-Stars team didn't use the first few minutes of the second half to come back. It's going to be a lot more difficult now with, you know, as time goes on.